Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports. Me, Joe Stanley. Yeah, there was a little bit of a issue there. You should saw a background from a previous screen, but never mind. Previous stream, so say never mind. Yeah, it's me, Joe Stanley. I'm here for a WSL video and a live stream brought to you today on Let's Talk Sport, and I'm going to be talking through a fun little topical video. I was having a discussion with a few of the Let's Talk Sport team. JB Davis mainly one of them the other day. And we were talking about Stu with the week as well. Actually, you might have seen the vlog where we'd been to Clinton Park to watch Liverpool women versus Aston Villa women. And James obviously been to a few other women's matches as well recently. Obviously watched Manchester United versus Arsenal a couple of days before that Liverpool game, and then a week later he went to Anfield for the Liverpool versus Everton Merseyside derby, and then he travelled off to Paris to watch Manchester United away to PSG in the Champions League. But yeah, we've been looking at a lot of women's football, update content on the channel, hope to get more out. But the main reason why I'm doing this video, we were discussing players that we liked, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to set myself a challenge here. I'm going to look at like doing a WSL 11. It's easy just to pick 11 of players that you like, and an 11 of players you think are good, that are doing well. And I think personally, to do an 11, I think on set myself the challenge. The priorities basically are there's 12 WSL clubs, so I've got to do an 11 plus a substitute, and I'm gonna have to pick a player from one club, one player from each club, and then you know, pick my 11 from there, and I'll explain to you why I've done that. So I have done this. I spent a little bit of time looking into it and thinking why I'd pick, this player for this position, etc. from this club. A lot of racking of the brain, a lot of things to think about whilst doing this video. I'm not gonna lie, there's so many players at each football club that are fantastic, and the talent pool is getting bigger and bigger across the women's game as a whole as well. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna show you my 11 now. And so in goal, I've gone for Daphne Van Gonçalves, and not just because Jamie and Joe would feud with me if I didn't put her in, but there's lots of players from Villa that I was looking at, and Jordan Nobles being one of them with the experience she's got in midfield. You've got Rachel Daly, a goal scoring prowess as well in there from Aston Villa. If you want to start with goalkeeper, you want a solid goalkeeper between the sticks and one that has got great ability to make saves, great pass with the ball. Number one for the national team as well. So yeah, I've gone for Daphne for that one because of that ability, and I was very impressed with her at Anfield the other week. This is not necessarily the positions they're playing in the defence. I've just put them as like F4. So I've gone for Amy Turner, and it was one of my defenders, ex-Manchester United player as well, Spurs player, got lots of experience under her belt, and remember rightly, she part of the Manchester United side that gained promotion to the WSL a couple of seasons back. So yeah, I'd like to pick her really for Spurs. I think England was another shout, but I've already got, as you can see, my forward line on the bottom there, which I couldn't pick anyone else really for that. Um, in in the central defence, got Megan Finnegan, recently made Everton captain, scored the winner in the derby at Anfield. Quality player for Everton for a few seasons now. She's a strong leader as well, vocal. I know Everton haven't had the best of starts to the season, but she always comes up trumps in the big games. Normally, Leah Williamson. Do I really need to explain this one? Lioness is captain, solid ever present at Arsenal. I know she's been out with that ACL injury, and we hope that when she returns properly to action, that which we has obviously she has returned a little bit recently, but I mean when she's fully match fit and she's playing week in week out, I hope she returns to those levels again, and I believe she will, and I believe she'll help propel Arsenal further up the table. From Brighton, I went for Coulsburg. Difficult decisions at Brighton. There's a few different players that I was looking at, but I've gone for Coulsburg, the fullback there, defender, good ability and Swedish international there. Midfielder, I've gone from West Ham. I've gone Hayashi. I was so close to picking a few other players from West Ham as well. But Hayashi, Miss Cairns, favourite Liverpool women's player at the moment. Liverpool quality player, controls the flow of the game. Watched her for the England under 23 a few months back against Belgium in a 4-1 victory at Prenton Park, and she just controlled the game. And if I remember rightly, she captained the side that night as well. She's great abilities for the under 23. She might get a full call up in a couple of seasons, you never know. Scoring goals for fun. Liverpool normally as well. It's very creative against Aston Villa as well. Leicester, I've gone for Robertson on the other side as well in that one. So yeah, I've gone for Robertson in the midfield as well. Uh, with the West Ham, I was so close to picking Stapleton. I will jump back to Hayashi with her ability to play both midfield and defence. But Hayashi's skill set and ability to dribble on the ball and move the ball forward. I'm a person who likes an attacking team and attacking games, so I've gone for someone that will bring the ball forward out in midfield and dribble and attack. And so yeah, I've gone for her. Uh, so I'm looking at Liverpool. Obviously, I looked at Lawley, sorry, and Yankee in as well. But obviously, I've gone for Bell. With front three, Alatoon, Sam Kerr, and Chloe Kelly. Doesn't need too much explaining for these three, but I'll give you my explanations anyway. Alatoon, quality player for Manchester United and the Lionesses. I know this is supposed to be based on WSL purely, but you've got to take a little bit of international form into this. That she can score goals. She's very creative, very attacking and dynamic player. Great dribbler of the ball, great ball control as well. Passionate about a club and as a childhood Manchester United fan, uh, and she brings, you know, because everything she's got everything in the game. She's got all types of goals. Uh, so yeah, I've gone for that. Sanko, top scorer in the WSL, normally won 4 titles in a row. Led Chelsea. Can she lead them to a fifth? I won't put it past her. Uh, Goal scorer for the club and country as well. Again, very dynamic forward, scores all type of goals. Already got herself on the score sheet several times this season. And now I've got Chloe Kelly on the other flank, another English talent, another player who's fast paced, scored against Leicester recently. Very dynamic again. I like the wingers, and the potential with this front three is they can interchange as well. So it's not just oh, backs forwards they score goals. They're very interchangeable. So Tooney can drop into a 10 and switch with Cairns in that, that midfield, or she can bring forward. Same with Chloe Kelly. They can overlap with Robinson. Can overlap her, and then you've got the midfield basically and the forwards could all interchange and drop and move and switch about. And Chloe Kelly can play anywhere across that front three, a bit like Toon as well. So they can play as a 10, they can play as Toon on the right and Kelly on the left, but play either flank, play in the centre if I wanted to drop back or whatever. So yeah, I haven't shown the bench, but what I did pick, because there is one club missing from Bristol City, is Rachel Furness because of her ability and a little bit of Liverpool bias there because she's an ex-Liverpool player. But yeah, and she recently scored against Arsenal as well, which is funny enough. I actually picked this 11 last week before last weekend's fixtures. So some of the players that I've picked in this 11 have had big weekends last weekend in the WSL and performed very very well. So I'm very interested in that. I'm very happy about that as well to see that. We got comments below. We got Jimmy. We're going to the big sector, Joe, and Joe says yes. Joe, interested to see your picks, which obviously you'll be seeing right now. So that, yeah, I did pick your girl, Daphne Van Danselaar, quality player. So yeah, captain in this team, I'd have Leah Williamson, obvious choice. Vice captain probably Finnegan as well. Which is strange because normally I prefer a midfielder as a captain because in terms of midfielders, they, they can see what's in front of them and what's behind them and control for the game. That's why I prefer a midfielder as captain normally. But in this video, I'm going for Leah Williamson because, let's be honest, obvious choice. Lioness is captain, vice captain for Arsenal, will be Arsenal captain one day. Captain the Lionesses to Euro glory, mainstay in that Arsenal aside all the time, it's an obvious choice, really, on that one. Other choices that I was close to making from different clubs, which I'll give a shout out to, is Russo. I would have picked Alessio Russo normally, but the case for Liam Williamson from Arsenal is so strong, and I don't want to go too forward heavy. With me being a forward myself, forward picking player myself, I have a tendency to try and pick players that are very attacking and stuff. So that's where I'm at with this. But that's why I've gone, I haven't put Russo in though. As much as I love Russo, quality player, goal scorer, another player that's to bring the ball forward, great ball control as well, technical ability. Technically, she's one of the best players I've seen in the women's game, or in the game as a whole, should I say. But yeah, she's not in there because obviously the limitations of picking one from each club are if I drop Kerr, who do I pick? Yeah, for Russo, who do I drop? So do I drop Kerr now? Do I drop Tooney? Maybe, I don't know. Do I drop Kelly? It's difficult. I suppose there is a way where I could go three at the back, swap Russo in for Williamson, but then it defeats the whole object. You're taking out one of the best defenders in WSL history, and that's a fact. That's a fact. You can't deny that. So, yeah, lots of difficult decisions that I had to make. It's like Greenwood for Manchester City. I could take out Chloe Kelly and put in Alex Greenwood because of what she's done throughout the history of the game WSL. She's the only women's player or any player, if I remember right last time I had that's played for Everton, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Liverpool. The four Northwest clubs and fans of all the Northwest clubs still appreciate what player she is and still love her. So it's one of those in terms of the game you can't deny the quality there. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this 11 in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment on future videos, subscribe to Let's Talk Sport for more content,